Hello and welcome to another segment series that I will now be calling B Movie Reviews. And if you cannot guess what the series will be about, then that unfortunately will be on you. So today we are looking at the first B movie in a potentially long line of B movies. It is called Clownado. I am one of your hosts, Ben, and this is Marshall. Take it away, Marshall.
This film is weird. I don't I don't like it very much at all. It really sucks.
Well, see, for me, I am very, very new to B movies as a whole. I haven't watched Sharknado. I think about the only actual named B movie that I can recall that I have watched is The Greasy Strangler. That's the only one that I inherently know is like a B like movie. But this one, Clownado, it was on Amazon Prime. We'll give you the lowdown. The lowdown? The lowdown. So, the lowdown. Try not to swear too much whilst I say this. I've been watching too much Clownado. So, cursed demonic circus clowns set out on a vengeful massacre using tornadoes. A stripper, an Elvis impersonator, a truck driver, a teen runaway, and a dude get caught in the supernatural battle between femme fatale and the boss clown from hell. With
just hearing it back is a dream.
With amazing characters like Big Ronnie. Oh, Elvis had a name. His name was Dion Livingston.
They just called him Elvis the entire film, though.
It was a black man that was just in an Elvis get-up that they kept referring to, just being like, "Oh, it's pretty bold of you."
Oh, just tell everyone it's Halloween instead of walk around and wearing that. Black Elvis. Like, come on, man.
I mean, the film was bad. It wasn't inherently the worst film I've ever seen, and that's even with like Hollywood blockbuster movies. It was, for me, a different level of viewing comes in when I'm now going to watch B movies, because I think they are supposed to be kind of bad.
I don't know if they're meant to be kind of bad. I think everyone that's watching them is producing them is trying to make them good. Like, I don't think they're inherently meant to be bad. If you're trying to make a film to be inherently bad, it's a bad film and no one will care.
Oh, and it is a lot of effort to just make a film if it's just going to be shit. But maybe there is a fan base for these types of like B movie things. Who knows? All I know is I was sad that I didn't get like a tornado full of clowns grabbing people.
Yeah, I was expecting literally just Sharknado but with clowns instead, and that's
like
what were you given?
I've seen like clips of Sharknado, and I was just literally expecting from the movie poster that was really high quality and looks really cool, which you didn't see any of that. Sadly, there was just random titties every so often.
Every so often, you mean every 10 minutes they showed another pair of tits.
And then
someone was like so horny on set, I'm telling you.
It's like, yeah, you gotta get your tits out. And then there was one line,
get your tits out and smear them in fake blood and strawberry jam.
And then there was, what was his fucking name? What was he called in IMDb? I think it was Big Ronnie, to be fair. Was it Big Ronnie? Big Ronnie, who was the clown.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that man was probably the best part about the movie. It was very over the top for what the movie was.
Then, he's still not great.
Yeah. But with the right script and maybe budget and things, I reckon he couldn't be too bad of an actor. But Lord Almighty, the character Savannah was one of our other main protagonists, and she was, Christ, she shacked up with another man that died at the very beginning, was pregnant with a child, then got just abused by Big Ronnie some more, then escaped Big Ronnie after she went to a lady called Autumn and put a curse on the clowns and Big Ronnie. Then she
out of nowhere.
Yeah, then she just got gutted and literally mutilated horribly. And then next thing you know,
they did show her tits again when that was happening.
Yeah, tits came out again. And then one of the weird clown ladies that's got like a big fetish with her own titties and blood and just things came in and was just like, oh, some titties. But yeah, then Savannah just, came back to life, and suddenly she was all like gung-ho Arnold Schwarzenegger Terminator type of like, I'm a badass now. I got no hand, but I'll put like a spatula and a butter knife in my hand. Now I'm cool.
This film stunk.
Hopefully.
My favourite word, or my favourite sentence, this film stinks.
This film stinks. I mean, the Elvis impersonator was probably one of my favourite parts. He was just funny at times. Like there were bits where we both laughed in the film, which was nice because
I was laughing at just how stupid all of the fucking action scenes were for the most part.
That still counts as laughs though. Like some of the dialogue,
True.
None of the dialogue was good. There was maybe an odd line or two where I actually kind of found it a little bit funny, but I don't know if that's just because everything else was bad. And Christ, they stuck swear words in every 2 seconds. Just for no apparent reason. It was just like, bitch, fuck.
My favourite one was the literal 3 minutes of just one guy repeating the word asshole. And that was like the whole joke.
Big Ronnie's such an asshole because he's an asshole. But
he's an asshole. I've seen people eat less asshole than this asshole. And if he woke up, I'm a bit of an asshole. But if I woke up and I was Big Ronnie, I'd be a bigger asshole. You asshole. It was so bad.
All the assholes. But gosh darn. Gosh darn. Some of these... We had a lady called Bambi who was just like a stripper kind of person, but only danced on top of like a bar table. And there was apparently other girls there, but you never saw other girls. And then just some random spider, the Dolly Parton lookalike, just suddenly appeared and was just like, well, you're fired because this dude touched you up and someone protected your honor, so you're now fired. Fuck you. And then she decides to become one of the crew that go around for this entire movie. I mean, it's an hour and a half, and I'm thankful it wasn't really any longer than an hour and a half.
Oh my god, if it was longer, I think I would have actually stopped watching it.
I'm hoping with some future B movies, like this one on IMDb is a 3.5 out of 10. I think it's definitely one of the lowest, if not the lowest, of the ones we have saved. So maybe we've started low and it'll hopefully be all uphill from here. Because like we've seen, 65, one of our really hated movies, and that was a big budget film, and that currently has a 5.7 on IMDb. This film, I don't even know if it'll give me a budget. No, there is
like 40 quid.
Yeah, there is no budget to it. Some of the blood and guts, although very weird and weirdly shot and things, was kind of cool at times. When it wasn't just the same repeated shot or just a fiddling around in strawberry jam randomly. Some of it looked kind of cool. There were some cool kills, to be fair. I think my favourite kill was just that Fiona that was actually called Alison, the waitress lady that got her legs pulled off like 2 chicken drumsticks. That was pretty hilarious. But no, I mean the story of the film was just utter nonsense. It resolved very weirdly. I think the most funniest part of the film is we both clocked that we think that they filmed the end scene with the plane at like a plane museum.
Yeah, no, it's 100% filmed at a plane museum because people are just walking around in the background, like observing them. It's definitely filmed in a plane museum right at the end. They couldn't get the budget to hire the place out, so they just, I don't know, probably like stood there with a handheld camera and just recorded it in the back of a plane museum.
To hire a Dodge Challenger. Because they had a Dodge Challenger for the movie at the very end, and it was just like one scene. And it was barely anything. And I'm just now curious how much it costs to hire like a Dodge Challenger for just a day. Like how much does that cost, do you reckon? What do you reckon? How much of the budget was used for this one car at the very end?
Probably a lot of it, honestly.
Oh, none of these forms give me any idea, which is annoying. I'll type in the word Reddit afterwards. That normally allows me to figure out some form of price. Give me a number, please. I'm so curious to figure out how much it would cost.
I need to know.
I actually do need to know. I'm very like. It was just weird. It wasn't a bad. Like I had fun with the film because I knew it was gonna be shit and terrible. Okay, I think it's about the $200 to $500 per day, so it's not terrible. I would have probably utilized it a bit more if you had it for the day.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
Maybe that is. Maybe we need to see Clownado, the director's cut.
The director's cut, the 3-hour Clownado.
6 hours of pure unadulterated Clownado action.
Honestly, this person, the director and writer, Todd Sheets, has done so many movies. He's directed 51 things.
Oh my god.
From great classics like Zombie Rampage 2 to House of Forbidden Secrets to his best film, Biker Babes from Beyond the Grave.
Beyond the grave.
I think it's just the name of just how stupid they sound. Oh my
Honestly.
god. This might be the best sounding one. Bimbos in Time. Is it going to be like Terminator, but it's just a bunch of prehistoric bimbos in Armageddon City? That's a 2.3, right? We don't want to rustle up that too much, I think. I think we might have to at least sorority babes in the dance-a-thon of death. Oh, that has a 1.9. Wow, that's... I think we should maybe stick to at least a 3 upwards on the B movies, unless we're feeling real adventurous from a trailer.
We'll say 10 likes and we'll watch it.
So what? We've got a couple of films that we don't know when we'll get to yet because they involve a little bit more work, but there is The Moose that looks pretty cool. That actually has a higher rating than 65, to let you know. And then we have an all-time classic, Spaghetti Man, that
we couldn't watch today.
Oh no, it was a bit sad, but
Oh well.
Actually no, the Moose actually yeah, no it does. 65 has a 5.7, Moose has a 5.9, Spaghetti Man has a 5.2. So I know.
I think Spaghetti Man is gonna be funnier than it is meant to be.
Oh, Sharknado has a 3.3.
Sharknado is really bad. It's really, really bad.
What the hell?
It's just funny.
The cast, they had John Hurd in it. He's just in random loads of stuff as just either like a villainous dad that's done something not very good. Surprised he decided to put his name to this. What the hell? But no, that's enough about the amazing film that was Clownado. I mean, it's free on Amazon Prime to watch. If you want to watch it, by all means, go watch it. You won't be missing much if you don't watch it. But I mean, if you have
you'll be missing so many tits.
So many tits and so many swear words. I think this gives Wolf of Wall Street a run for its money. But
yeah, you could say that.
I mean, if you've got a spare an hour and a half, give it a go. See what you think.
Yeah, sure.
See if you've made the right decision to listen to us. Or me, for that matter of fact. But no, hope you enjoyed this first episode of potentially a new series, just whilst the retrospective is on a semi-hiatus. Charlie's just very busy and I wanted to at least fill the void with something, so I thought, why not embark on watching B-movies with my best pal. Something without my beard, you can see my double chins when I pull my neck back in there. But
it's the only reason the beard's this long.
I know, I shaved it all off. It was a bit itchy, but hey ho, enough of the rambling. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and we'll see you for the next bloody film. Bye bye.
Yeah.